Hello, everybody. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back to Urbi Ma'am's grammar class. Today we are going to learn personal pronouns and we are going to compare between possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. So let us begin with personal pronouns. I hope all of you know what pronouns are and what their use is. Let me tell you, pronouns are a particular part of speech which replace a noun or which is used in place of a noun. So far, personal pronoun is concerned, we can see that it can be split into two kinds, as in doer and receiver. Now, what is a doer? A doer is someone who is doing something, and a receiver is someone who is receiving something. Let's begin with first person singular. First person singular is I. I will give you the bunch of keys. So in this particular sentence, we can see that I is performing the action of giving the bunch of keys to you. So therefore, I is the doer. First person singular is I, and I is both a doer and at the same time it's a subject in the sentence. So as we know that the subject is a particular part of a sentence about which the sentence tells us something. So in this particular sentence, I will give you the bunch of keys. The sentence tells about I giving the bunch of keys to you. So therefore, I is the subject and the doer at the same time. Similarly, when we come to the first person plural form, that is we, if we say we will give the bunch of keys to you, again the sentence is speaking about we performing the action of giving the bunch of keys to you, and therefore we is the subject and the doer at the same time. Now let's parallelly think about the receiver form of first person singular and plural. First person singular form of the receiver is me. Give the bunch of keys to me. We won't say give the bunch of keys to I. It will be give the bunch of keys to me. Or the first person receiver form of the plural would be give the bunch of keys to us. So therefore we can see that as the position is concerned, the doer would be at the beginning of the sentence and the receiver would be placed at the end of the sentence. Now let's come to the doer and receiver form of the second person. As we can see that the word you would remain as it is in both doer and receiver form, and at the same time in plural and singular form. Let's understand with some examples. Go to school. Bring me a glass of water. Don't waste water. So when we are referring to the second person, be it singular or plural, we tend not to use the subject at the beginning of the sentence. the subject remains silent. Give me the bunch of keys. We don't tend to say, you give me the bunch of keys. Give me the bunch of keys means that the subject is silent and it is you. And that you can be singular, that you can be plural at the same time. Next, we would come to the receiver form. That is also you. I will give the bunch of keys to you. Now that you again can be in singular form and in plural form. Now we come to third person. Third person singular forms of doer. Now, in case of English language, when third person is concerned, gender comes into consideration. He will give the bunch of keys to you, or he will give the bunch of keys to me, or he will give the bunch of keys to us, or he will give the bunch of keys to them. Or we can say, she will give the bunch of keys to me. She will give the bunch of keys to us. She will give the bunch of keys to you. She will give the bunch of keys to them. It will keep its bone in its kennel. They will give the bunch of keys to us. So, by the examples, you can understand the examples as in the sentences, you can understand how the usage of the particular sight words of he, she, it, they is done. Next, we come to the receiver form. Here the words, some of the words are changing. For example, I will give the bunch of keys to him. I won't say, I will give the bunch of keys to he. I will give the bunch of keys to her. I won't say, I will give the bunch of keys to she. I will give a fresh and juicy bone to it. I will give the bunch of keys to them. It's not that I will give the bunch of keys to they. So these are a few sight words which we must have often used, but we tend to make mistake while making usage of these words. So henceforth, be aware when you are making use of these words. Now we come to the comparison between possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. By the nomenclature possessive, you can understand that it is talking about possession or ownership. Now, here when we are comparing between an adjective and a pronoun, we must be particular about its meaning and its usage. An adjective is a describing word which describes a noun, and a pronoun is a particular part of speech which replaces a noun. Now, let's come to the position of an adjective. An adjective is always placed before a noun. You are a good boy. So, the boy is the noun, common noun, and good is the adjective which is placed before the noun. Now let's come to the sight words once again. My bag is red in color. My bag, where bag is the common noun and my is placed before the bag, which is talking about the possession of the bag, the ownership of the bag. Our bags are red in color. Again, our is placed before the common noun bags, and it is talking about the possession or ownership of the bags. Now let's come to the possessive pronouns. Mine and ours. The bag red in color is mine. We won't say the bag red in color is mine. It is the bag red in color is mine. The bags red in color are ours. Now let's come to second person. In case of second person possessive adjective, both the singular and the plural form are the same. And in case of second person possessive pronoun, both the singular and the plural form are the same. Let's understand with help of examples. Your bag is red in color. Your bags are red in color. So in this sentence, your bag is red in color. The subject is singular. And in the sentence, your bags are red in color, the subject is plural. But in case of possessive pronoun, it would become, the bag red in color is yours, not your. We won't say the bag red in color is your. It's wrong. The bags red in color are yours. So again, in this particular form, that is in case of possessive pronoun second person, yours remains the same in case of singular and plural form. Next we come to third person. The forms in case of adjective, possessive adjective are his, her, its, and their. His bag is red in color. Her bag is red in color. Their bags are red in color. Its bone is fresh and juicy. If I refer to a dog, in case of its. Now, in case of possessive pronoun, it will become, the bag red in color is his. The bag red in color is hers. The bone juicy and fresh is its. The bags red in color are theirs. So let's understand the position of the adjective and the pronoun. The position of the adjective will be beside the noun, especially before the noun, red bag, my bag. And the position of the pronoun would be at the end of the sentence. The red bag is his, and his bag is red. So, the usage may be sounding the same, but the position will decide whether the word is a pronoun or an adjective. So here we are with a bunch of sight words which we often may have made use of. But this class was about an awareness of the usage, proper usage of the various sight words. I hope it would be helpful for you. Thank you for now.